Hi guys, hope you're doing well, and yes, first episode of Land Hunt, where we actually try and find a perfect slice of paradise up here in beautiful North Thailand. Now, this slice of paradise must have the following, and we're starting our search just on the banks of the River Ping, just 200 metres down the road from Michael and Long's beautiful Teakwood Resort, and the Phanang owned a house with a beautiful mountain view. Now, I am going in blind to these viewings. I've arranged to meet agents, but as you'll see, things don't always go smoothly, and yes, we find some surprises. So yes, my hopes are high. I'm taking you guys along with me. I give suggestions and tips, but please feel free to leave your own down in the comment section below. So yeah, let's get going and see what we find. Quite a nice quiet soy. This is the land from that electric post, the front here. So the first thing you've got to check really is the level of the land to the road. There's a little bit of a dip there because you will have to put soil on to bring it up to that level, but it doesn't look too bad. So yeah, neighbours are pretty close, and it looks like they're into their cockerels and chickens. All right, okay, yeah. But yeah, you'd have a wall up here, obviously. But there is some cockerel action going on. I'm not actually sure what this is. If it's some kind of cockfighting ring, could well be. So yeah, there's a little conversation between the cockerels in this house and the cockerels in that house. Yeah, I like chickens and I like cockerels, but I'm not sure. I can imagine in the morning it's going to be pretty horrific, to be honest with you. I think they breed the chickens and cockerels here. So that's the view of the river, and when it's a rainy season, the island there would be covered up, so the water would go all the way to the other side. Sawadee krab. คนขายจะมาไปยังไม่มา this is the guy I could hear. Wow. So he's breeding them here. มีลูกไก่นะใช่ปกติชนะไหมไก่ชนชนะนะเก่งนะเก่งไม่ชนะไม่เอาไว้ He only wants the winner. ชื่ออะไรครับชื่ออะไรชื่อพรอยู่นี่นะ somewhere down here. So this line would be the wall. You need. Okay. อันนี้คนอยู่บ้านนี้คนอยู่ไหมคนไม่อยู่ Got to be careful, these are really prickly. Aha, okay, we have the lamppost. Alright. Okay. ครับคุณมากครับที่นี่ไม่ทำนี้ไม่ท่วมโอเคนะปีนึง54ท่วมหมดเลย Okay, so there is some flooding. Okay. นิดหนึ่งครับไม่ค่อยเห็นนะ 4 คน 5 คนนะไม่ no money okay no money just okay all right ใช่ it is a nice plot, and this guy is super cool, man. This has changed my whole view. ล้านสองคิดว่าเป็นโอเคไหมแพงไหมไม่แพงนะ I'm confused now because I like the guy. I've met the neighbour. It might be a bit of noise in the morning, but as I experienced with my fire, having neighbours isn't always a bad thing. My house might have burnt down without my neighbour being there, so oh man, it's confused me a little bit. Very interesting.
But you do have to take these factors into consideration. And there's also a small government office up there, and there are a lot of tannoy speakers. So yeah, your distance or proximity to government offices, and even there's a small school here. It only looks like a small provincial school, but there can be quite a lot of noise from speakers. I don't think it'd be too bad here, to be honest, but it's a lovely little soy. And yeah, I don't know, if you're into a bit of cockfighting, this could be a slice of paradise. I don't know. Right, we'll go on to the next one. Let's see what we find.
So we headed north of Bandak, following the River Ping. But this is an example of what can happen when Google Maps fails, the agent doesn't turn up, you have an argument with your wife, and you can't speak cow. I'm stuck in the middle of a field with cows. Can you send me a screenshot of the...
You need to wait till I'm busy.
Yeah, mate, I'm looking for some land up here.
Well, she sent me a screenshot. I've got to try and get to that yellow hand. Oh, no way. Oh, it's got bloody thorns on it. The Google Maps is saying we're near the river, alright? I've just got farmland here.
Oh, here we go. Am I in the right place? You alright? Have you spoken to him?
Yeah, but no, it's not. He just said like it's near the main street.
So, undeterred, I did actually get back on the horse and headed south of Tak Town, about 10 kilometres, to see plot number 3, which from Google Maps seemed to sit on the banks of a tributary of the Ping and had rather a large plot. So let's take a closer look.
It's a lovely peaceful spot. And you have got neighbours, again, on either side. Oh. And you got a lamyai farm at the back as well. So it comes back all the way here. Wow. You never know what you're going to find. You're looking for land and then you come across a lamyai farm as well. Hey. Any lamyai kai titalat ko dai, no? So you could make a bit of money off the fruit as well, and they look in good condition. That's a pretty big plot. All the way to the back as well. In here, so
is
Klong.
Klong.
Okay, so it's a small like river back here. So lot nam don maiไม่มีปัญหานะไม่น้ำเยอะ Interesting. I mean, there are a lot of bonuses with this land. It's a huge piece, 1.2 Rai for 1.23 million, and it's a nice sized plot for a house. You wouldn't have a huge amount of area, but you can see the type of house that can be built here, and you won't need any soil. There's power. It's got a good road. There aren't any government offices, but I can see a tannoid. But yeah, you've got an established lamyai farm. It kind of depends if you're feeling closed or not with these neighbours. But I actually prefer this one to the one we saw with a bigger river view. I like the area, I like the feel of it, and I like lamyai. Now I saw a house being built by the river just about a few kilometres back. I've just stopped here because there is a nice vibe. That's the house next. That's the house next door. They've got a little sitting area on a bit of land here. There's some well-kept houses just along next door. Be your neighbours. You've got an old style, look at that, that's cool, isn't it? Look at that, and a real old style wooden traditional Thai house on the river. I can see someone sitting on the veranda at the back. Yeah, I quite like it. Anyway, yeah, let's go and check out that house.
So this house was a little bit closer to town, and we were there actually for to have a look at the land, the view, what I'm kind of looking for in a slice of paradise. And to be honest, the house was another odd one, but yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, I saw this little place. Check door, no? Okay. So look at, oh, this is nice, isn't it? It's alright, huh? It's a cute little house. Soi chinh chinh nữa. Anh đi pay đơn cả đây,ได้ไหม?ได้นะ. ล้านกว่าบาท huh? Okay. Here we go. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. View soi chinh chinh nữa. So the land we were looking at was down here. อันนี้เที่ยวนี้ไม่ท่วมนะไม่ท่วมน้ำไม่ท่วมไม่ท่วมใช่ so you don't get any. This is nice, isn't it? ไปข้างบนไม่ได้เหรอไปดูข้างบนไม่ได้ Wow. So it looks like just maybe a one bedroom. Look at that view. I'm on my other camera here, so it might not look as nice, but wow. This is kind of the thing I'm talking about. Someone's already bought this land. But it gives you an idea. There seems to be just one bedroom up here. Don't know if you can see in there. With an ensuite and a huge deck out the back. ห้องนอนหนึ่งนะห้องนอนหนึ่งใช่ Alright, that's the view out the back. Yeah. Kind of an odd design. Right, we're going to have a little look inside. Okay. Not sure about the colour, but you've got a toilet over here. And you got this as your view. Yeah. Ah, okay. So it's like could be like a holiday home.
พักผ่อนอันนี้เป็นบ้านนกดา 0918417959
Okay, and he put ban lim แม่น้ำก็ได้ Okay, thank you. There we go. Thank you. Right, so there you go. Interesting day, and yeah, looking for land isn't easy, and it's it is sort of a case for pre-built and rentals when you find yourself in the middle of a field and talking to cows and all that sort of stuff, because it is quite stressful. Agents don't turn up. There are a lot of boxes to be ticked if you're fussy like me and I want everything right. Yeah, it's sort of it's not easy, and yeah, my wife wasn't too happy. She was in a meeting with a client. Anyway, I'm sure she'll forgive me. But yeah, plot number one, and yeah, I've got to say before we start, Pon, what a great guy. Reminded me of an old neighbour I had who just drop everything and give you a hand, and he was really helped me out. The agent didn't turn up, so I'm not having a go at his hobby of breeding cockerels. It is a pastime here and quite an important part of Thai culture. And it's not just in rural areas you get cockerels. When I stayed in Bangkok, I was teaching in Bang Na. I used to walk past a quite wealthy looking house, and he had a load of cockerels in there. So they're quite difficult to escape. But yeah, it does need to be factored into the equation. And not just that issue. I felt a little bit claustrophobic. It was quite a narrow strip of land, and there was sort of land on either side with quite high trees. But apart from that, it was a good plot, and the view was very nice. Judging by the pictures on the listing, which they're always going to give you the best pictures, but I thought we could hit the jackpot. But I'm going to give it a 6, I think, maybe 5.5, 6 out of 10. And what do you guys think? Anyway, on to plot number 2, the plot that didn't happen. I'm not going to go back there. I think it's way too out in the sticks. You saw the issues, but on the map it didn't look that bad. And the agent said it was quite easy to get to. So you've got to be very careful what agents say about anything, about flooding, about anything at all. That's why I asked the neighbours and the locals. You get a clearer picture of what actually goes on in that area. But we might have a look back there. I don't know. We'll see. The plot number 3. And it was like a steady Eddie. It ticked boxes. I liked it. I liked the farm. I liked the view was okay. You could get a decent house on there. The actual vibe from the area was good. It was like a steady 6.5, 7 out of 10 for me. And it sort of depends if you want to deal with the fruit farm. The plot wasn't massive by the river. The view was, it was good. It was peaceful. And an issue with the lamppost, I did inquire about it, and she took me to a kind of land stone, and she basically just said, it's fine, you can build here, everyone does, and they do. I mean, there are houses all the way into town for about 10 kilometers, and some of them like 10 million baht up. So if anyone has any more information on that, I'd like to know, because I was getting mixed signals. But steady Eddie, 6.5, 7. It had a lot going for it. Pink knockdown house, wow. Yes, it was kind of nearly the perfect plot for me. I'm going to give it an 8, 8.5. It was a stunning view, but I need more mountains, and it could have been a little bit deeper. But you could get a decent sized 4-bedroom house. It was a very wide plot and a pool at the side there. So I have no idea how much that would cost, but judging by the other 2 that I've seen, and there was quite a lot of disparity between those 2. I mean, you got 5 times much land for the Lam Yai farm than you did for this plot in Ban Tak. So I would put it about, I don't know, maybe 1.2 again for that plot. It's I don't know, it might be 150 square watt, and then you put a house on there for 2.5 million with a pool. That's pretty good, isn't it? For 3.5, maybe 4 million, you got a serious slice of paradise there. But as I said, to make a perfect 10, you need more mountains and maybe a deeper plot. And a 7-Eleven within 1 kilometre. That's probably the kicker. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to leave the numbers to these plots if you're interested. And there was a builder there we met. You might be interested to have a chat with him too. So another quick thank you to Mr. Pont who made the morning for me. I was a bit confused when I turned up there, but we spent quite a lot of time having a chat, and he was a really nice guy. So on that note, it's time for Phrase of the Day. Okay, welcome to Phrase of the Day, and yes, asking about flooding in the area is very important. Don't trust what the agent says, and I said it in a few different ways, but the best way is this.
แถวนี้น้ำท่วมไหมคะ
แถวนี้น้ำท่วมไหมครับ Tao is area, ni is this, nam tuam is flood, and mai classifies that as a question. So yes, if you change the Tao to T, it becomes land. So you could be asking if the land, the specific piece of land, floods too. So if you're out and about looking for land, you're worried that it might flood, you now know what to say. So there we go, the hunt continues. We won't cease until we reach that magic 10 figure. And the 7-Eleven might be difficult. I might have to sort of increase the radius to 2 kilometers on that front, but it's an important part of buying a property here in Thailand, the old 7-Eleven. And hopefully interesting for those thinking of going down this route. It's not for everybody. I do actually advise renting or buying pre-builts depending on your situation, your finances, your relationship. So read the pinned comment down below. There's some interesting information. And Foreigner Joe's channel, I think he's combined it with his partner Gift. They've actually gone through the process recently. I mean, all my stuff happened yonks ago. He bought the land and is building, and it'd be interesting to see. A lot of people think, well, why do you buy land when you don't own it? Well, maybe having a look at Joe's channel and seeing his perspective will give you greater understanding. Anyway, yeah, check them out. And yeah, I've got a video coming up next week because I actually found a pre-built that I could move into. I mean, yeah, I didn't think I'd say that, but yeah, watch out for that video next week. Anyway, on that note, I'll say stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.